Loading. And we are live. We
Yeah,
are live.
so good. What's up, bro?
Good, doing good, man. Doing good. Happy
Man,
to be here. Happy to be close to year end. I feel
oh
like we
my gosh,
survived another crazy year,
another
but
crazy year.
lots of growth. It sounds
We
like
got like
on both of our ends.
8 days left. I
Yeah,
can't
man.
believe it. Like 2026, is right around the corner. I'm like blown
Yeah,
away, man.
yeah, man.
Um, Dude, I'm so excited. I love that you always are prepped. I think that's one of the first lessons that you learn in two worlds, right? Like number one, I remember reading this article in Forbes and it was talking about the best characteristic, highest producing characteristic that an entrepreneur can have is not their talent to speak, it's not their talent to produce, it's their talent to pivot. And
Yes,
so you as an investor, I know you know how it is where you get, hit up by the contractor, hey, this, hey, that. Boom, cool. I got backup plans. So this very experience this morning or this afternoon for us, IG is not working, can't do the lives. What does Mr. Brian Grimes have? Hey, let's go for our
hop on
backup
my
plan. So,
StreamYard. Yeah, let's get it. And
dude,
we're getting it
it's
all
sick,
out to all
bro.
platforms.
I love learning from you, dude. I've been so excited to be coached by you for a long time. And I know we've been talking for like 3-4 years now.
Yeah,
And so I'm super stoked to finally make this official. And for everyone listening here, we are going to be doing a collaboration together where we're going to go do boots on the ground with you here in February, something I have not been able to do yet. And I will share, just kind of open up this conversation. This for me is personal because, I watched you, I learned from you. I thought, oh, okay, cool. I got the basics. I'm going to go do my own thing. And I tried a short term rental. It's all right, and thank God that there's other revenues that compensate for it. But I'm trying to even sell that thing because I'm like,
yeah,
I want to be in a position where the cash flow is better than this. And my biggest mistake was not taking the time and investing into a mentor who can show me the things that I just didn't know. Like I would consider myself a subject matter expert, and all my certifications would say that for financial
definitely.
planning through real estate. But as far as investing, that's a different world. Like I could talk to you about the benefits of it, how's the best way to finance it, strategies for it, buy downs, all that stuff. But this is different, man. And so I'm really excited to learn from you. I'm excited to grow alongside you. And I'm excited to bring a crew with us. So I know this video, I'm going to be even sending one-on-one to past clients of mine who I know want to get into this world. So this video for you guys, this is going to be a really fun opportunity for you to listen from the master himself and learn about what investing looks like for the common person, right? Not what it looks like for sexy reels, not what it looks like for headliners that get you views, but what does it look like for the person who's actually boots on the ground, wanting to fire their boss, wanting to create generational wealth, break generational curses, and really go into this well. So I'm excited for that. Brian, take it away or share what you want to share. I have some questions on my end. You tell me how we can go. I don't want to speak the whole time. So please
No,
throw in anything you want
definitely.
to throw in.
No, I appreciate the intro as well. No, I think you're right. Being an investor is different than anything
Mhm.
because this isn't TV. There's no
Yeah.
commercial break. Things go wrong all the time. And to be a real investor, your number one job is just putting out fires all day, solving problems,
Mhm.
having connections. And that's why I love helping people because I've gone through all of that pain. I started
Yeah.
off like many of you guys watching, not knowing anything. I knew less than 1% of what I know today when I got started. So that should
Mhm.
tell you two things. One, you should definitely get started. You don't need
Yeah.
a ton of knowledge. You probably already, because of social media, have more knowledge than I had when I got started. But two, like Sosi saying, even if you are well versed, you might be good in the white collar world. You may have credentials, certifications. You may have gone to good schools. I went to Columbia. I went to a good school too. Um, it doesn't matter in this game. This is a blue collar game. This is a pseudo boardroom, pseudo street business, and
Mhm.
you need to learn different skill sets if you want to be successful. And it's
Yep.
cheaper to learn from somebody else's mistakes, no matter how expensive you think it is. It is cheaper versus going out and getting burned and knocked around by the school of hard knocks. I lost 40, 50,000 on my first deal just with a GC running off with the money, and I didn't learn anything really from that. other than
Don't
maybe
give
I
me
shouldn't
money.
give all my money up front to a GC. And that's just one lesson. There's 101 lessons you need to learn to be successful in
Yeah.
this game. So mentorship is the shortcut. It is the cheat code.
Well, I know that you already shared one part, right? Like your credentials for this is number one, you are very well learned, right? So critical thinking, exposure, you've gone through, you've graduated from Columbia,
Yeah.
huge. Um, Second thing, your corporate experience. What was your corporate job that you did?
Yeah. So I started off my first job out of college. Like a lot of guys were getting railroaded into investment banking, where you go
Mhm.
out, you knock down like 180K. And I was like, I want to be my own boss. I want to kind of call my
Yeah.
own shots. I got into sales. So I was working for AXA advisors selling insurance and annuities for like the
Mm,
first 2 to 3 years, 100% commission, no
same.
salary whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that will toughen you. That'll give you what they call rhino skin,
Yeah.
where your skin is like 10 inches thick. Nobody can get to you. I mean, I started off cold calling attorneys for a living,
Dang.
which is not, it's not too much fun. Yeah. I mean, you're lucky to get hung up on if you don't get cursed out first and then hung up on.
Oh,
So
dude.
it definitely makes you tougher being in that sales environment. Then I went to a boutique firm in New York, like Midtown Manhattan, 48th and 5th. We
Mm,
were doing private wealth management, managing 1.4 billion for around like 300 privately wealthy families. So that was good, high level corporate
yep.
asset management. I got my CFP, certified financial planner credential. That was cool. Then I left there, quit that after like 2 years, went to a startup
Mm,
that was selling insurance online, like one of the first aggregators where you could shop and get quotes and stuff like that. And I was running their call center. So I
mm.
programmed everybody out, scripted them out, and was running their
Yep.
call center. And then I was working so hard at that startup that I was just like, man, you know what? If I'm going to work this hard and I'm working weekends, I'm working 12, 14-hour days, I might as well put this energy into myself. I was probably 20, 28, 27 when I started that, 28, 29 when I had got over like 10 properties on the side, and I just quit and went full time real estate at that point.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
So college credentials, Columbia, corporate credentials, everything from super formal to Kickstarter, certified financial planner to, salesperson. So you've experienced all that in the finance success world. Sounded like maybe even some family office exposure there.
Yeah.
What about boots on the ground? Like how many houses have you personally uh purchased, flipped? Like what does your portfolio look like? What's your history look like with that? I think the audience would be really curious on that.
Yeah, I've done over probably 420 deals now, 425. Like it's somewhere there. And at some point you stop counting. Like
Yeah.
everybody when you're first starting, my goal was I'm gonna do 10 deals in 10 years and I'm gonna, retire and I'm gonna be the man.
Yep.
In 10 years, I did over 300, 300, 400 deals. So your goal is good to have something that you can
Yep.
accomplish, but you'll find quickly in this game you can accelerate. But I did, when I started, before I quit my job, I probably had like 10, 15 properties. And
Mhm.
then I scaled that. The next year I did like 28. This was like, let's do like a timeline. By 2015, I probably had 3 houses.
Mm,
2016, I had 20.
mm.
2017, I did like another 48 deals that year. So I
Dang.
was at like 60.
Yeah.
2018, I did another 68 deals. So I
Mm.
crossed over 100. By
Yep.
2018, I probably did 90. And then 2019, I did like 153 in
That's
that year.
crazy.
That was like a really crazy printing money, helicopter money type of
Yeah.
environment
Yeah.
in terms of easing versus tightening. And then we ran into COVID clearly. So that
Yep.
kind of slowed things down. But before I started opening up like mentorship and all these things, I had already built 300
Yep.
houses. I'd already accomplished my goals, been out of the 9 to 5 for like 5 years. And I just opened it up because so many people were reaching out and just wanting to know how can they go faster? How can they hit their goals and
Yep.
recycle their capital? Because I didn't start off rich. I didn't start off with lots of money. I saved, but I started off broke with
Yeah.
bad credit, worse credit than a lot of people I talk to.
Well, I'd love to know, do you have a number of how many people you've helped through your mentor program as far as deals go? Maybe not even people, but how many deals have you helped in the mentorship program?
So just through our done for you like boots on the ground program where we will find, finance, rehab, tenant, and manage, we've crossed over, I believe, 125 done for you deals. And that's in the last, because we've accelerated it, that's in like the last 18 months. We're
Yeah, that's
building
great.
35, like rehabbing them full gut right now as we speak, scattered sites. So we do volume. I mean,
Yeah.
we can easily do 100, 200 deals in a year with our in-house team. So it's a lot. And outside of that, just through mentorship, I mean, we've impacted deals because I have mentees, many who have come
Go
in,
and
done
do.
a deal. Like one of my mentees reached out. She came to a mastermind call. I hadn't talked to her for a year, and she tapped back in. Hey, Brian, how you doing? I'm like, what have you been up to? Oh, I mean, you did those couple deals for us through boots on the ground. And I took that strategy back to San Antonio. I did 15 deals in the last year. And I'm like,
Dang.
damn. Like people are
Yep.
just going off. Other mentees, 30 ground up deals,
Yep.
10 ground up deals in a year.
Yeah. The
You know,
branches is
yeah,
scattered.
the national impact is really remarkable. It's kind of shocking for me to see.
That's
Even though
beautiful.
I'm a part of it. It's
Yeah.
shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to open up with that because every single person who is watching here and every person who I'm going to send this to, like, I just want to make sure it's super clear. You know, I'm exposed to a ton of professionals, and there's a lot of different people that I was trying to figure out who do I want to do this next stage of my portfolio growth with. And the reason I chose Brian is because of the four aspects of affirmation and verification that you just heard, right? Not just intellectually educated, right? Not just experientially educated and experienced in the sense of corporate, but also boots on the ground. But he's also already put in place the machine for you to plug into in a proven model where it's good, right? Like my wife makes me have to look at Amazon purchases. It has to at least have 1,000 reviews. It can't be a new store, all this crap. Same type of principles here, right? Like this is a proven model where if you're going to invest anywhere to get all the knowledge, I mean, from my personal take, this is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm super, super stoked on this. I think it's going to be amazing. Brian, we're coming out to you the weekend of February 20th, right?
Yeah.
Our boots on the ground is going to be the weekend of February 20th. I'm sure it's going to be cold as hell. I have a pea coat. I think I'm going to need a beanie. For me, when it's 6 below, that means it's 64 degrees because 70
Yeah.
is our benchmark. So this is going to be very interesting for me. But it's a part of my 2026 goals, and I'm going to make sure we do it right away.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's gonna be awesome.
yeah, dude. So explain to us, what is a boots on the ground? What can people expect? What are you going to teach? How long is it? Why would somebody want to come to it?
Yeah, so the boots on the ground, we have our boots on the ground program where we will find, finance, rehab, tenant, and manage, and we have these ride along tours that we'll do where people can physically come out and just tour the boots on the ground operation. So
Mm,
a lot of these real estate tours, what you'll find is they'll promise you the moon, like, hey, we're gonna bring you out, we're gonna show you the game hands on. You come
yeah,
out and it's probably some guy who's only working on 2 deals, so he can show you 2 deals, and then they
yeah,
have a office space rented out. They'll have some pizza, some donuts, maybe some booze, and they'll put you in front of a whiteboard and talk to you all day in front of a whiteboard and give you a
yeah.
little bit of course content. For us, because we're doing so many deals, we spend the whole day in the field. If you take the
Mm,
time to come into my city, Philly, and spend the day with me touring, I need to make sure you get your money's worth, like
yeah.
first and foremost. And I created this experience to be what I would have needed. Everything I do, I build almost for myself. Like
Mm,
if I could have started with some form of mentorship, what would have helped me the most? So that's how I built this ride along tour. We spend
that's
the
great.
whole day out in the field. We tour 15 to 20 properties in different phases of full gut rehab. So some are going to be finished, so you can see the finished product. Some we're going to be framing. Some guys are going to be in there demoing the property, banging hammers,
Mm,
removing joists. And we're going to walk through burnouts and properties where we're flipping, holding, Section
mm,
8ing, adding bedrooms and bathrooms. We're going to show you the cost of construction, how much it costs to put properties together, the timelines, for putting them together. Some of the cons you'll run into. We'll go into some properties that are still on market or just recently were put under contract, so you can see what properties look like and how you inspect them in current bad condition. What do you look out for? What are the structural issues? We also grab lunch together. There's kind of networking, because usually, I mean, people are coming in from all over the country, outside of the country. It's just a fully immersive experience that what it does for you is it rips the fear of real estate out of your chest. It removes that anxiety of, what am I getting into? How does this work? What does it cost? You know, how do I not get burned? It removes all that fear. It's designed to accelerate you a decade into this game, because most people never get that experience. They never walk through 15, 20 properties in a day with a developer who's built hundreds and hundreds of houses. They never get to do that. They just have to fail forward, and failing forward costs you hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's very, it's very painful. Very,
I'm
very
assuming
painful.
I'm assuming as well, it takes away the anxiety of buying and investing interstate and
Yeah.
cross country.
Yeah. It does. It does, because if you can navigate one city, if you can navigate Philly, and I show you, hey, we're going to see north, south, east, west, we're going to go everywhere, all over the and hotspots, into the hood, into the C class. When I show you how to navigate and how to get close to the gentrification and buy on the outskirts and where the appreciation happens and why, it shows you how to navigate almost any city. And you need those same skill sets. That's why one of my claims to fame is, you could blindfold me, drop me out of a parachute, just fly me somewhere, drop me out of a parachute anywhere in America, and come back and find me in 30 days. I'll have a rehab crew. I'll have deal flow. I'll have wholesale network. I'll have lenders. I'll have everything, because it's the same process no matter where you are. The only difference is, some markets are buy and hold markets, some are buy and flip, some are both. But there's no market that is neither a buy and flip market nor a buy and hold market. So you need to know the market and then start to dominate it, start to tap into the right type of deal flow, and you'll be successful.
And and I'm assuming here, even though Philly, I'm assuming, is most likely a buy and hold, you teach buy and flip strategy as well on this tour, on this ride along. I'll start using the right terminology.
Yeah. The tour, you're going to see both, because we're always working on both. Philly is what I would call neither nor. It's both. It's a top 5 market for, according to Zillow, for flips and holds. We're the 24/7 cash flow university, right? So we want to hold everything. We want long-term cash flow, but we do have flippers who come to us. We did 3 flips since September, October, and then we just sold one December 15th. All 3 of them profits over 50,000 per flip, net profits, and are all sold in under 30 days because of our philosophy. My philosophy is cool because it changes, it updates, it self-corrects according to today's market, because we're doing deals we did 20 years ago. We're in today's market. I'm building 35 houses right now. So what we do, it works in today's market.
So if somebody is not sure if they're going to want to invest in Philly, do you think that this ride along is still worth coming to?
Definitely. If you want to invest in real estate, period, I don't care if it's like next year, the year after that. If you want to get any deals, if you want to buy and hold, buy and flip, if you want to short-term rent, if you want to do co-living, you need more experience. You need to get knowledge of construction. Think about most course content out there, and only 10% of people get value from courses. 90% of people still learn like show and tell, hands-on training, and done for you. They learn better that way. But you need to know the cost of construction if you don't want to get burned by a rogue contractor. So if you want to invest in real estate, you can be the smartest person in the world, but you don't know the cost of construction until you get into the weeds with people who are building houses right now. They're the ones who can educate you at the highest level. If you don't know the cost of construction, you're going for a ride. You're going for a ride. Now, if you connect with somebody like me, I'm going to help you. I'm going to make sure you don't get burned. So you happen to be in the right place. You got lucky. But if you run into a guy with a big diamond chain on, who's like, yeah, I'm going to teach you real estate, and they put you in a bad position, you're going to get you're going to get flamethrowed is what we would call it, until you learn from the school of hard knocks. So you just need to give yourself a fighter's chance. I would put it that way, as an analogy. You
Yeah.
wouldn't get into the ring with a UFC fighter with no training. So don't get into this ring with no training. Don't go into this safari without a tour guide, because
Yep.
there's lions, tigers, there's everything in this real estate jungle, and you're going to get eaten alive. No matter how good you are corporately, no matter how smart you think you are, and no matter how much money you think you have. So you got to get educated.
So aside from the first time investor who's scared to pull the trigger, but they're wanting to, in our world, even like for me, right? Like not failed, but like invested and it didn't go as well. Have multiple properties and still trying to learn more of this and speed track it, to the people who just have commercial properties and they're thinking residential, to some of my other clientele, they have syndications they're part of. They're already heavily invested. They're just trying to find new areas and new pieces, but they might only be doing flips or they might only be doing buy and hold. Is this going to be a valuable trip for them as well, especially being an exclusive one just for our community?
Definitely. I think
Yeah.
this is the ultimate experience. To me, if I had one experience, I mean, we do done for you real estate, mentorship, where we'll build houses for you. We have course content. We have so many variations of mentorship. To me, this is the one personally I couldn't live without. If
Okay.
I had the option to choose any form of mentorship, to me, hands-on training is it.
Yep.
Period. Because it applies anywhere you want to invest. It applies. Any type of investment is going to require construction and understanding the cost and the timelines and pulling permits and how that works. So it's a unique opportunity. I don't know how long I'll even be able to do these tours for, but while I'm doing them, I mean, almost anybody should get in, and would be a fool not to, and to like
Yeah.
cheat themselves out of that opportunity, because there's not a million of these tours
Yeah.
going on.
I guess I would even say, like, I was thinking who would not be a good fit for this, but even the person who, let's say, is at your level of they've turned that many houses, if they want to do something like this, it's like come and watch it from somebody who's already doing it. So
Yeah.
it's like almost everybody, it seems like I can't think of a scenario that wouldn't be good for this. With that being said, I'd love to expand upon a little bit. What does this look like when we get there? Is it a one day thing? Give us some of those details.
Yeah, it's usually a one day, because it's like it's so grueling to a degree. Like,
Yeah.
seeing 15 to 20 properties sounds easy. It's difficult. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot. It takes a toll on the body. I love it and I do it all the time. So it's
Yeah.
kind of easier for me. But we will meet in Center City, Philadelphia, at the Philly Convention Center early, 7:30. We'll load up on the bus. I'll have a nice tour bus for us lined up. You'll get your 24/7 cash flow hoodies, because it'll be a little chilly. So I'll make sure you guys get geared up. And then we
Love it.
just start the tour. We'll probably see 10 properties before lunch. We grab lunch together for like an hour and a half. We just chill, talk, um, continue to educate. I'm an open book, and we keep the numbers small on these tours so that I can spend that one-on-one time
Yeah.
with everybody. And then after lunch, we go out and see another 5 to 10, all across the city. So it's truly a ride along tour. I mean, we were out in the field, getting our feet dirty. Contractors are going to be working actively at these houses, so there are waivers you have to sign. Like, this is
Mhm.
serious business. So
Yeah. It's real life.
it's a good tour. You're going to see active rehab. You're going to see finished projects. It's also going to give you a good idea of how to finish your own properties and ways that you can value add your deals wherever you're at in the country. Value
Yeah.
adding is not local.
Yep.
The cost of materials is not local, it's
Yep.
national. So you're going to learn very valuable information.
So I'm assuming flying. So if flying the night before, fly out the
Yeah.
morning next.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Fly in the night before, grab a cheesesteak, enjoy the city. The city's beautiful. A
Mm,
real food city. So if you
mhm.
like good eats, I got some really incredible like Cambodian spots, and like just real unique type of food that the city, provides. But come
Beautiful.
in, enjoy the city. We'll do the tour. Some people, I would say most people, kind of stay for a day or two, and just make a good trip out of it.
I love it. Yeah, with twins and two other kids waiting for me at home, I'll probably come in and out pretty quick. At what time does it usually end the day that we do the tour?
We usually wrap up around 4:35 p.m.
Okay, so
Most
if
people are
people
like
wanted to leave
tapping the
that
nap.
night, they're still
Yeah.
able to do so.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And you can always hop a Uber off of the tour bus. Like
okay,
the second half of the tour is a little bit closer to the airport intentionally. So you can hop a Uber, hit the airport in 15, 20 minutes.
sweet. There'll
Yeah.
be plenty of room on the bus for us to have luggage if needed, so we
Oh
can
yeah.
go through. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
So here's reality, right? Like I hear this and I'm like, okay, this is like a real life webinar where like you go to somebody who has a presence, they do a webinar, you get enough info to DIY, or you get enough info to go, okay, I want to take the next step. So obviously this is going to be that intention too. Like, hey, come learn what you don't know, be exposed to a process that you can emulate, do it yourself, cool, right? Or continue to lean into it and do the whole program. So what is the next step of the program? Like what, as people do their next sales pitch at the end of the webinar, what's like quote unquote the ideal outcome for those that you think would be a good fit for this type of partnership?
For like people who really need like an extra level of support after that, after the
Like for me,
tour.
what's my next
Yeah.
step
The
after
next
this, right? Like that I know I'm going to be doing already. So I'm committed to it.
Yeah, there's we have two done for you programs. So we have the boots on the ground program, which is like full service. If you want us to build houses for you in Philly, so if you come out to Philly, you see the operation. I mean, it
Yeah.
is what it is. So if you like it and you're like, yeah, I want some of this cash flow because we're going to show you the numbers on the deals and everything
Yeah.
as we go in on. Then you join boots on the ground. We get you onboarded. We get you connected with our private money lenders. We have 100% lenders, so we can get you connected there. We get you tapped into the deal flow. We help you to set up LLC, make sure you're structured correctly because that's important. You
Yeah.
don't want to build a portfolio and lose it due to bad structuring. So we make sure you're set up there. And then we start feeding you like 10 to 15 profitable opportunities every week, whether you want to buy and flip or buy and hold, fully vetted, inspected, and
Yeah.
help you to get some deals under contract. And then we will build through them and tenant them and manage them for you. If you want to do deals in your backyard, we created a secondary done for you program called
Mm.
Plug and Play. And this is for a lot of our people who come to us. Hey, I'm from North Carolina. You know what? I really just need help getting some deals going because I don't know how to analyze deals. I don't know how to run the numbers and I don't have that confidence. I'm stuck in paralysis through analysis. With Plug and Play, it's a similar deliverable as boots on the ground. We will find, finance, help you with the rehab, tenant, and manage for you.
Dang.
But on the rehab side, as you can imagine, my
Yeah.
Brazilian crew, like my best crew in Philly, I can't
Yeah.
just ship them across the
Yeah.
country
Yeah. Yeah.
where all our people are. So we'll help you to source local contractors. We'll vet the projects, put together the rehab budgets, make sure the scopes are right. You're not getting ripped off and burned. Help you to set up systems to oversee the rehab. But it's in your backyard, so you can go see it, go put your hands
Yeah.
on it, which is a good way to learn. But we're still gonna help you to find deals, source them on market, off market, at the auction, through wholesalers, like all of that stuff, and then connect you with the lending partners you need to be successful because our lenders are national. So
Love it.
we hold your hand through your first deal or your next deal, and you can do as many as you want. We've had plenty of people come in and do 5, 10 deals their first year with us, some more, and many people have been with us over a year or 2 years. So and we've only been doing this since
Mm.
maybe like 2022, 2023. So some people have been with us
Right
for
when
a
we met.
very long time. Yeah.
Should have done it back then. I know the prices have gone up. Uh,
Yeah, the prices never seem to go down, unfortunately.
so a couple things. So first and foremost, as we get into this last piece of cost, what should somebody expect? Let's say they're doing the 100% finance for you, right? We all know 100% finance for you does not mean nothing out of your pocket. What are you foreseeing being the cost for somebody on the property itself? And then we'll break into the other components.
Yeah, I'll get into that. I want to answer this question. Somebody asked me, what about the
Oh, nice.
DMV? The DMV, we're expanding into Baltimore in Q1 of next year. So we will be getting down in your neck of the woods. I've been investing in Baltimore for over 10 years.
I am
Um,
so glad you knew what that meant. I literally was like, "What the heck is this?
yeah,
Manufactured houses, like, they were converting to real estate? Like, I have no clue."
yeah,
Department of Motor Vehicle.
yeah,
What is
yeah,
DMV?
exactly. DC, Maryland, Virginia,
Ah,
the DMV.
this Cali
You
boy, I have
got
no clue, man.
DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth. Everybody has their local acronyms for the real estate. Um,
Yeah,
the cost for a deal is, I think, is pretty clear. On average, um, you need, if you have 100% lender, 100% lenders work a little different than most construction hard money lenders that are out there. What 100% lender means is, let's say we found your property, we bought it for 50,000, and then it needed 50,000 of rehab. That's 100K.
yep,
100% lender will give you the 50,000 to buy it and the 50,000 to rehab it. You just pay the closing costs. The closing costs are usually 10 to 12% of the loan amount. So you can take any loan amount, any deal size. Hey,
yeah,
I buy it for 100, put in 60. That's 160,000 loan amount, 10 to 12%. Let's figure you need 20,000 to get into that deal in closing costs.
yep,
A larger multifamily, buy it for, these are Philly numbers, buy it for 175, put in 225. I'm all in 400
175.
and it's worth 650. 400,000, let's say you need 50K, 10 to 12%, 50K come to the table and you can get a big, triplex, quadplex, duplex. So that's the number you want to keep in your head, 10 to 12% of the loan amount. I would say
Okay,
for me, my recommendation, you want to have you want to have 35 to 50,000 to play with to do something like boots on the ground in terms of like done for you, because you want to have enough capital where you're open to many deals,
yep,
but you also you don't want to stress yourself out, even though you won't use all of your money, and that's not the intent, like to have 50K and use 50K. You
yep,
should have 50K and maybe use 30, because you're going to need cash reserves. You need liquidity. Lenders give money to people who look like they don't need it. So
yep,
that's like my best recommendation. You have 35 to 50,000, you have a 620 credit score or better, you can play ball.
yep. Yeah, and for our clientele too, we'll be doing equity analysis plans before they go. So if they want to be able to leverage equity for it, or not use hard money and become their own bank by utilizing HELOCs and all those pieces, we'll make sure to do those full reviews for clients before they come out too.
Yeah.
Okay, so house costs 10 to 12%. Really curious. So let's say it's 100% financing, one of those smaller price ones, $12,000 out of your pocket. What is the estimated cash flow that you think something like that would be? In that case, are we $100, $200?
No, I don't touch anything that low. Anything that low to me is too scary. We typically won't send deals out if they cash flow less than 500 a month as a single. Most of the singles we send out, and we could send out easily, 10, some weeks, bigger weeks, 15 of these, they're going to cash flow anywhere from 500 to like 8, some 900 a month, net of expenses. And that's battle tested cash flow. That's not just like, hey, there's 2 grand coming in and the mortgage is 1,200. That's $800. I'm talking after property
After,
management,
yeah,
after vacancy, after taxes, insurance, capital expenditure. We're going to underwrite the deals for you so that they're pressure tested, so that we know there's cash flow. And then that
that's
cash flow
crazy.
should appreciate over time. It should grow with inflation.
Yeah, so crazy. So let me just get this straight. 12,000, let's say, for closing costs. Is the 100% finance, that's the renovation cost as well financed, or is that still addition?
Um, 12,000 for closing costs. No, that would be like, financed. So if you
For the
get the hard money
renovation?
lender, yeah, if you get the hard money lender, you think about it, it's the total loan amount. So if they gave us
Yeah.
50 to buy it, 50
50
rehab, so it would include the rehab, you're coming with 10 to 12% of the total loan amount.
That's crazy, guys. So don't forget this. What that means is 12,000 upfront. You're most likely going to get that, if not all of it, back on your exit loan. Right? Just because when you finish the rehabs, you'll be able to tap into the money, hopefully, I'm assuming. And if not, then that's still fine. Like, even if your initial investment is 12 grand and your cash flow is $500 a month, we're talking about a really cool investment here, guys. And so
Yeah.
that's not even talking about, bonus depreciation, what you can do from a tax strategy standpoint. So I'm personally very excited about this. Just so everyone's aware, how much are we talking about for the ride along?
The ride, I think we're going to do something special for your group. The ride alongs usually, what is it? The pre-order tickets are usually like 1,000. The full price of the ride along has been as high as 2,000. I think for your group, we're going to do a special.
Sweet.
Because you guys are coming from further. I think we're going to put it at 500 to just make
Wow.
it a tester, just like a
Crazy.
no-brainer. Come
Yeah.
in,
100% no brainer.
And just make it easy for people to make the commitment. You can use the other 500 for, hotel and dinners and enjoying yourself. So that should allow more people to be able to tap in. So we'll do this one special because it's for mortgages with Sosi. It's for the
Oh, dude,
family. So
I
we got to
appreciate
do it right.
that. Yeah, this has been a long time coming, so I'm excited to launch this together.
Yeah, man.
Sweet, bro. Well, I'm going to be sending this to, I already have 4 people who've given me a yes.
Yeah.
And so I haven't even tried to get the other contacts in. I mean, we have over 650 past clients, and our specialty is not just helping with their first home, it's build out their portfolio. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to filling this up real quickly, and I will make it invited to the mortgage coach community, or the mortgage associate community as well. So we'll get this all set, man. I can't wait to see you in February and finally meet you in person and just go like, holy crap, you're that tall.
Yeah,
So I'm
I'm
looking
a
forward to
giant. Yeah, people always comment on that in the IG videos. They're like, "Why is Brian twice as tall as everybody in the video? What's going on?"
bro.
What's going
Real
on here?
life, no edits. It's good stuff, dude. I can't
Yeah,
wait,
man.
Brian. Appreciate
Yeah,
you, man.
man.
I'll see you in February, my friend.
Likewise. I'll see you soon.
All right, brother. See
All
you
right.
soon, man. Peace.
All righty.